Hello, I'm Dr. M.S. Aditya. I'm a consultant interventional cardiologist working at Yashoda Hospital, Secunderabad. We will take few questions about cardiac emergencies and how to handle them in this COVID pandemic situation. So, cardiac emergencies basically are of three types. One is what we call as a heart attack. Now, heart attack basically is nothing but a sudden stoppage of blood flow to the heart following the closure of a major coronary artery. In clinical terms or in scientific terms, we call it myocardial infarction. Now, during myocardial infarction, the patient experiences a sudden onset, severe chest discomfort, which is prolonged in nature and causes a lot of distress to the patient. The second type of cardiac emergency is heart failure or acute heart failure. Now, in this setting, the heart pumping suddenly decreases or ceases, leading to a fall in blood pressure, severe breathlessness, sweating, and hypotension. The third set of cardiac emergencies that we deal with in day-to-day practice is rhythm disturbances. In these cases, when the heart beats abnormally fast, the patient notices palpitations or a very fast movement of the heart, giddiness because of low blood flow to the brain, and sometimes if the patient may fall, that is what we call as a syncope, following a very slow heartbeat. It is commonly felt that cardiac disease presents suddenly and the patient does not have any signs or symptoms before the onset of trouble. But in our clinical experience, we have seen a lot of times patient does have some warning signs which the patient ignores, thinking that it is because of some other reason. Some of the important points that I feel patients should take care is a new onset breathlessness. Suppose somebody is used to a certain level of work, and even in that work, if they start feeling a trouble, they should find it necessary to report to the doctor. If the patient experiences severe sweatings even with small amount of work, that also is a sign of trouble. Third is, a lot of patients confuse cardiac symptoms with gastric symptoms. They think they have a gastritic issue when actually they are suffering from a cardiac problem. A gastric issue should usually get resolved with simple antacids or proton pump inhibitors or ranitidine. But if the problem persists, I feel a patient should take the help of a cardiologist. Men and women suffer from cardiovascular disease almost to the same extent. It is a misnomer to consider that women have lesser heart disease compared to men. The only difference that has been seen in clinical terms is women may have heart disease presenting at a slightly later stage of life or at least 5 to 10 years later than a man. Otherwise, in terms of cardiac morbidity or mortality, there is essentially no difference between men and women. Yeah, CPR is given to patients experiencing cardiac emergencies, especially when the patient is in a collapsed state where we are not able to find the pulse, where the patient is not responding and his circulation and breathing have stopped. CPR helps to maintain the vitality of the organs such as the brain, the heart, the lungs and the kidney till the spontaneous circulation is reversed. This is an important question. People ask me quite often how to handle cardiac emergency and what they can do from their end. The first and foremost thing is we should not panic when there is a cardiac emergency, because the more we panic, the patient gets anxious and his own conditions start deteriorating because of the anxiety. We should find out the nearest hospital that is available for immediate cardiac care, such as a hospital which is equipped with ECG, an on-site doctor, and suitably having facilities for that. Lot of times delay in administering proper treatment has led to unnecessary loss of life. On the second front, we can administer patients simple drugs like aspirin and sorbitrate to relieve the patient of some of his symptoms. Third is, if oxygen is available nearby, it can be administered, which may provide little relief to the patient. But what remains of most importance is the patient needs to be shifted urgently to a facility that can administer immediate cardiac care and treatment. So, in the setting of this pandemic, a lot of anxiety and lot of fear has developed in patients with cardiac disease, hypertension, diabetes. While it is a fact that patients suffering from diabetes, hypertension, and cardiac disease are likely to suffer more from this disease, we need not worry to that extent. Few precautions will definitely go a long way in helping these patients. First and foremost, a strict adherence to the therapy that they are already on is important. One should not miss doses. One should focus on achieving a good diabetic control, good control of sugars, blood pressure, cholesterol levels, adequately monitoring those levels, because what happens is, because of the paucity of facilities to these patients, a lot of times we are seeing that the blood sugar levels and blood pressure levels are uncontrolled. Now that is a setting when they are likely to suffer more from the disease. It is important they keep a watch on their weight, blood pressure, blood sugar levels, cholesterol levels, and be regular with their medications. This, along with other measures such as social distancing, hand hygiene, and regular checkups, can prevent a lot of the problems that patients are facing. So it is important that we, like I said previously, it is important that we monitor our metabolic parameters well, we monitor our blood pressure, diabetes well, and continue to take the medications properly. It is also important to take the help of a doctor if the symptoms are persisting or the patient is not getting relieved with regular or routine medications. There may be an impending trouble with the patient which needs an urgent attention. It is better not to avoid medical consultation in the fear of the pandemic itself, because too much postponement or delay in treatment can lead to worse outcomes. Once we have given telephonic consultation or tried few measures, and if the symptoms are not relieved, I will suggest the patient to immediately take the help of a cardiologist and get a thorough checkup done and get his problem fixed. A lot of patients who are suffering from cardiac disease are encouraged to take part in regular physical activity from between 20 to 25 minutes a day or 150 minutes a week. Now, in the setting of the pandemic, because of the enforced lockdowns and inability to go out, there is a difficulty in going to parks and other places to walk or jog. But this does not mean that we should not exercise at the home. There are various ways of doing a graded exercise protocol even at the house also. People who have a treadmill can use a treadmill, or who have a cross trainer can use a cross trainer, or any form of physical activity that might include physical exercises like done in schools can also be practiced. We encourage people to continue with their physical activity regimens to the extent possible. Other useful forms of exercise are cycling that can be done, or walking within the precincts of the house or the terrace to ensure that the patient remains fit. Cardiac patients should remain alert as always, especially in the light of the present pandemic. It is important to maintain good metabolic control, that is blood sugar, blood pressure, and regularly take their medications. It is also important to maintain adequate stocks of these drugs so that they do not suddenly run out of supply. It is recommended that patients continue with their physical activity or exercise protocols to the extent possible. It is also recommended that patients report their symptoms or consult with their doctor whenever they feel that there are new symptoms or the symptoms are not getting controlled with the existing medications. There need not be any excessive hesitance to take help of hospitals during this time. Strict protocols can be followed and adequate and safe medical care can be delivered. The fear of the pandemic or the fear of the disease should not dissuade or postpone indefinitely or dangerously cardiac ailments during this pandemic.